Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Courtney from How Courtney Sees It, and I'm here today to do the Finally Fall book tag. I couldn't find the original creator of this tag, but I will do another search before I upload it, and if I can find it, I will link them down below. And if you guys know off the top of your head, please let me know down below, and I will update my description box if I didn't find it. So let's jump into it. I do have the questions right over here. So the first question is, in fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. What is English? And for that one, I am talking about Ascendant, Upside Down. This is by Diana Peter Frund, I think is how you say her last name. I really don't know. But this is a book about unicorn hunters. This is the second book in a series. And they are in, like, Europe. It's just so good, and she describes like the monsters so well, and it really sucked me in. I definitely think this is the second book in the series, like I said, and I think if I would definitely recommend reading the first one before you pick up the second one, which I didn't do that because I'm a rebel. But I think that would help you kind of like get to know the characters a little bit better. So I did read the first one afterwards, and it helped. But I loved this book. It was really good. I think the ending was kind of like meh, but it wrapped up nice. Nature is beautiful, but it's also dying. A mood. A book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like grief or loss. And for that one, I am talking about The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. This is one of my favorite books, like, of time. I've read this so many times. I had to get a new copy because my other copy was like all hecked up. So I got a brand new copy. This book just talks about like so many like dark things for like teenagers, and it was written by a teenage girl, so when we first read this in school, I was like obsessed with it because I was like, that's the dream, and yeah, that is the one. I love this book. I own this book, and my other copy is at my parents' house because it is a sad boy, like I said, a sad boy. So fall is back in school. Fall is back to school season. That's what I'm trying to say for number 3. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. So the book I want to talk about is Present Over Perfect, which is by Shauna Nyquist. And I listened to this on Audible, and it's basically about calming the franticness of life and just like kind of enjoying the simpler things, like how to be present in your life, which is really hard, I think, for a lot of people, with social media and with just like the hustle and bustle of life. There's definitely like a big stigma that if you're not doing something, you're failing, and she kind of talks about that and a lot of other things. So it was definitely good to listen to. I don't know if I would have liked it so much if I had read it, because it's kind of lengthy, but it was good. I dug it. Moving on. Number 4 is, in order to keep warm, it's good to spend time with people we love. Name a fictional family or friend group you'd like to be a part of. And for that, honestly, the crew in, not so much in A Court of Thorns and Roses, but in like A Court of Mist and Fury, when Freya is in the House of Wind and they're in Valeris and everything. Like Cassian and Azriel, Morgan, those kind of cats. I think their friend group is so cute, and I'm a big fan. That's where I would want to be, I think, because yum. Anyway, moving on. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground, and the prompt is to show a pile of fall-colored book spines. So I have a whole bunch on my cart here for you to see. These are all of my red, orange, and yellow books. It's more red than anything, so I don't know what that says about me as a person, but yes, a mood. Fall is the perfect time for storytelling by the fireside. The prompt is a book where someone is telling a story, and for this I want to talk about The Perfect Girl by Gilly McMillan. I just finished this. I talked about it in my October wrap-up, which should be up before this in theory. So there's more information in there, and I'll have a blog post up eventually if it's not already. But this book, oh my god, it's told from like 5 different point of views, but it's not confusing, and it's all about, so the main character's mother gets murdered, and it's all about like the process of trying to figure out who did it. And what's crazy to me is she doesn't even get murdered until like page like 219 of 400. Like, so she's alive for most of the book. It's insane. So, but it's just so good, and there's a lot of like film, talking about like film in there. The stepbrother is really into film and like documentaries and things like that, so that's kind of cool. And it just talks about a lot of different things, like from a lot of different point of views. There's a lot of different stories that get told, and I liked it a lot. Moving on. The nights are getting colder, so the prompt is to share a dark and creepy book. So I'm not really into like spooky reads so much, but I would like to maybe read a couple. If you guys have some that wouldn't like terrify me, let me know down below in the comments. Suggest some books to like ease into the spooky categories. There are a lot of people that did like spooky TBRs for October, and I did like add them to my want to read list on Goodreads, but I haven't actually went out and found any of them yet, so let me know. 8 is the days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that would warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. And for me, I was like, what have I read this? What have I? I was thinking about what I've read this year and what was just like quick and cute, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. And that would be The Siren by Kiera Cass. I believe she wrote the Selection series also, so you guys probably know her. I loved this book. It was short, but it was cute and romantic, and it talked about mermaids, which like I'm all about mermaids. And I really liked it. So that's my pick for that book. The next question is, fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. So for me, this is cringy, but I don't care. New Moon by Stephanie Meyer is like one of my all-time favorite books. I return to it more than any of the other Twilight series because that's the book I like because it has Jacob in it. Don't judge me in the comments. Or do. That's fine. We can talk about it. Or honestly, like any of the Harry Potter series. I have reread Harry Potter a couple of times. I don't have my own copies, which is a long story, but maybe in another video we'll get into that. But I pulled them from the library a lot and reread them. So, and number 10 is fall is a perfect time for cozy reading nights, and they want you to share your reading accessories. And so firstly, you can't see them. I have these little slippers. They're called Snoozies. I will link them on Amazon down below. They're the warmest and most comfortable slippers of life. I wear them literally every day. Zach's sister-in-law got me them for Christmas like 4 years ago, and I've not taken them off since. So thanks, Emily, if you're watching. And then the other thing, everything is just from Zach's parents, apparently. Zach's family. So Zach's mom made me knitted, I think this is actually crochet. Again, don't come for me, crafting crowd. For Christmas, and it's a mermaid tail blanket in purple, which is my favorite color. So it's perfect for me because I wake up earlier than Zach usually, and I'll come and sit in the office and put this on my legs and read or work on videos or my novel that is going so slowly. And this is like my favorite thing ever. It's so comfortable, it's so soft, it's so warm. And then, just like everybody else, I always have a tea with me. Coffee, sometimes. I'm not a super big coffee person. Like, I don't drink coffee at home. But if, like, iced coffee is a good time. Like, I drink it at work, and I'll get myself Starbucks occasionally just for the fun of it. and things like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. You are all invited to do this tag and spread the autumn cheer around the internet. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to hang out with me anywhere else on the internet, it's down below. Twitter, Instagram, and my blog is down there too. Definitely let me know if you have done some kind of like fall or Halloween tag. I'd love to go check it out. I think these are so fun, and it's just a good way to talk about books or talk about what's going on, and I'm a big fan. Big fan. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.